Hey, what's up, everyone? Enough of that. I know you guys like that timer, but we gotta do other things. So, all right, getting situated here. Still took a little bit longer than usual. No, I didn't lose a bet, Gabe. Anyways, welcome. Let's do an audio check first. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm gonna grab a drink. All right. Yeah. So let me get this damn thing off the screen there. Cool. What's up, everyone? Andrea, quick audio check just so you can hear me. I know there's a delay, so good. Okay, cool. All right, so got some announcements. You guys can go ahead and start putting your questions in the comment section here. This is our weekly Q&A. So if you're new to the channel, this is where I just answer your guys' questions as quickly as I possibly can. We go for about an hour and attempt and try not to go off the rails. Now, I am doing a promo code, discount code for this live stream. It's going to be live43, and it's going to be for 30% off. There's only a few days left to enter to win the Apex. Exactly, one? Well, if you count today, technically a day, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Ideally, 3 days. And then this time next week, we'll be basically drawing the winner for the Apex. And I probably will be giving an Apex away next month as well. We'll see. I might do maybe I'll do some Kessel lighting. I don't know yet. We'll see. But either way, during the live stream next week, for everybody who put in an order, I will do that random order number picker like we did the month before. So anyway, go ahead and start putting your questions below. And again, you can use the live 43 for 30% off. That's good until midnight tonight, and then I'm turning that code off. And speaking of orders, while we're waiting for people to come in, I am just starting to ship out orders that came in from the last time when I did that 50% off, because I said something bad. I don't know what word it was, but I'm just starting to ship those orders, guys. I I just can't ship any faster. I'm just so far behind. I don't really have an excuse other than the fact that, I'm one person and I'm working as fast as I possibly can and getting as much as I possibly can get done. Now, today, this is actually my first time sitting down. I do have a list of things I want to talk about real quick, but yeah, I actually I went to bed super late last night, like 1 o'clock, got up at 6 a.m., had jujitsu at 8, and then went to the gym for an hour after that. Uh, was cleaning the fish room, fixing printers, and then packed all afternoon. Of course, did dinner and all that stuff with the boys, and then finally getting here to sit down. So I'm kind of feeling that you ever just sit down after a long day and you realize that you're probably not going to get up. Well, that's how I'm feeling today. So but anyway, so let's see what we got done already. So we got in a new frag tank. You guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, go over there and follow me on Instagram. I post like 3 to 10 different things a day. If you really want to know what's going on with the website or the channel, check out Instagram. So we got a new 8-foot by 3-foot by 13-inch frag tank, and my goal is to at least build the stand this Sunday. So that's the goal. Yeah, we already talked about backed up orders. Yep, we already talked about the last chance to enter. We got new printers. You guys saw that again if you're following me on Instagram. Let me reset this damn mic. All right, so that should be better now. I don't know. That should be good. All right, so I think that's it. Not really a lot to talk about announcement-wise. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody, again to the weekly live stream Q&A. Let me scroll up. Yeah, you guys don't like the counter? What's wrong? I mean, or the timer? You guys don't like that stuff? Yeah, I think it's funny. Let's see what we have here. Scrolling down. What are you drinking? Nothing. Well, actually, I take that back. I am drinking Lipton green tea. Dude, you need to keep making the review and rank videos. They are hilarious. Yeah, I don't mind making them. I actually man, some of the hate, that last one I got, and you guys got to know, Caleb and I get along just fine. He's like I said in the video, he's a big fan of the channel. He's obviously married. I mean, he's not gay or anything, but it's just a funny joke with him, and he doesn't have a big deal with it. He doesn't get offended by it. He has no problems with it. But man, some of y'all lost your shit on that. Which is, by all means, go ahead and send me death threats and all sorts of stuff. I just screen snip that shit and forward it. That's all I do. So it's interesting. You guys losing your shit over a joke, which, by the way, was mentioned several times in the video that it's all jokes. But I do plan on making more of them. I have to be in a certain mood. Essentially, somebody has to piss me off during the day, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take my aggression out on these poor helpless guys' tanks. But no, I'll probably make one this weekend. I'll probably do one Sunday, since I didn't really upload any content this week. Let's see here. Got 3 notifications for this live video. Huh. Well, you're on Facebook, so maybe that's finally working. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I can't even speak today. Or don't. Substrate in the frag tank? No. It's just gonna be bare bottom. This is my first time using a tub. It's not a people tub, by the way. It's a person tub. It's it's basically a grow out tub. It's my first time using one. I'm designing some overflows, so I'll be using those and drilling it. And the stand is relatively easy. It's definitely a different type of stand. So looking forward to it. We got all the Kessel lighting ready to go, and I just got to get some more salt here. And I know that Fritz is sending me some salt, so waiting for that to get here too. What the heck was that noise? Something buzzing. What's buzzing? I turned my phone down. Oh, okay, it is my phone. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's my watch. I was like, what the frig is that noise? How do I turn it off? I know I got an alarm going on off at 8 o'clock. You know something? There we go. Okay. The roast, yep. Do you ever get diatoms growing on new frag plugs? No, not really. I do get algae if I let my my nutrients get too high, which I mentioned earlier. I actually let happen. It's under control now. I mean, it's slowly going away. Yeah. So no, I don't usually get diatoms on those. Hey, what's up, George? Hey, what's up? What's the fastest way to raise elk and cal if tank is 7.4 and cal is 350 per the trident? I'm using bulk 2-part. Well, fastest, you should probably remove that terminology because fastest is not a good idea. Um, I would say what's a consistent way? Maybe use that term. But the 2-part's fine. If you want to increase that, so you're gonna say, I don't know what you're dosing now. You didn't say. So say you're dosing 10 milliliters of both alkalinity and calcium per day with the bulk reef supply 2-part. What you're gonna want to do is go up to maybe 12 to 15 milliliters. Again, 7.4 is not horribly low, but it's definitely. I mean, shit, I'm sitting there right now, actually. But again, this depends on the size of your tank. I don't know enough information. So what I would do is increase a little bit of both calcium alkalinity, check in a couple days, see where you're at, continue that process till you get to the point where you're at, say 9 and 420. So just go slow. Don't dump it all in there. Don't try to make corrections on that stuff really quickly. You're going to run into problems. So, yep. Here we go. Hex. Do you fabricate fish acclimation box? I mean, I can. If you guys want me to make something specifically, like you have an idea and you want me to create it and send it to you, you can check out on the website. I have custom 3D printed items, and I do offer print STL files. So that's a difference. So somebody, if you just have a file that you downloaded from Thingiverse that you want me to print for you, you can do that. But if you have something custom that you want me to make, then you can buy that, and I can make anything you can imagine, pretty much. I will not make dicks. Okay, I'll make dick keychains, but I'm not going to make anything, anything more than that. Somebody actually sent me an email asking me if I could make them a giant black dildo, and I nope, not doing that. Because I think not. I know it would be a joke, but if somebody intended to use it for that purpose and they got sick or something happened, I would be liable for that shit. So stick your own finger in your ass, not the 3D printed dick. So anyway, moving down. What is a good method of getting rid of green hair algae? Charles, well, like I've said many times on the channel, if you want to get rid of algae, you need to find the source. You need to start from the beginning. You got to check your RO water. You got to check your feeding habits, your livestock, your biological filtration, everything that you're adding to the tank that contributes to nutrients. You need to kind of double check all that stuff. I would start with the beginning, from the very beginning, with the water, because that's usually something that a lot of people overlook. So if you're getting water from an outside source or you're not using an RODI filter, those things are pretty common for causing excess nutrients. So yeah, find the source, eliminate the source, or at least remove the excess of that source. And manual removal with green hair algae, you can use fish cleanup crew to aid in that. And then stop doing whatever you're doing to cause the excess nutrients. I'm going to get a drink here. Got my stuff this week. Thanks, man. Yeah. I'm doing 3D printing wise, now that I can print I got 17 printers right now. Yeah, 17 printers running full time. Like I said, I went to bed late last night, got up really early, so a couple printers stopped in the middle of the night, but other than that, they all been running straight through 24 hours a day. And yeah, I'm going as fast as I can. I really am, guys. So I actually had to I was back ordered on filament for a while. It was difficult to get that, so I bought a bunch of it in bulk. And yeah, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. So I'm getting out probably 20 or 30 3D printed orders a day. I'm getting those out, and then of course as much coral as I can. We've had ice storms all the last couple weeks. There's been, of course, the stuff in Texas, so it's been pretty difficult to get stuff out. So it's just it's just part of the game. Love roast my tanks. Having hilarious. When are you setting up the new tank? So the frag tank that I just got today, well, I'm going to build the stand on Sunday. That's the plan. And then put the tank in there. So we'll do I'll build the stand, show you guys that, put the lighting on there, show you guys that, set up the plumbing, run all that, and then we'll put water in it and attach it to the tank. So That's kind of, it'll probably be a couple videos, maybe 3 video series. We'll see. It kind of depends on how much I'm getting done. Yeah, so Andrea is doing the moderation, or she's the moderator on my is that the word I'm looking for? On my my Instagram. So if you're sending stuff through Instagram, there's a good chance that she's going to get it and then just forward it through. But we do have an app on Shopify that is taking all the comments and questions from Facebook, Instagram, not YouTube because it would be too many for that. So what's the other one? I don't know the other platform. There's whatever through the Shopify as well. So we're consolidating them all and trying to get back to people and trying to improve the customer service. That's why she's doing a lot of the customer service because I'm not really good at it. So yeah, I know my weakness and it's people, but that's okay. Yo, Travis, I got your order of Chato. Thanks. Should I QT it or am I good to slap it in sump? I'm not a fan of bristleworms. Also, keep the roast reef coming. Have it that ish have me dying. Okay. You don't need to quarantine it. If you see any bristles in there, I got most of them out. Like I said, I cleaned quite a few of them out of the sump, but they're in the Chato. Some of them are in there. I never had a problem with bristleworms. I don't really find them to be an issue. Whenever I've had them in the main display, they've always cleaned up detritus, but my RAS takes care of them. I don't ever see them in there, but sometimes a couple get out on the Chato, but it's nothing crazy, so don't worry about it. All right. Yeah, the people that are all butthurt over a tank roast are the ones ruining this country. Yeah, man, don't get me going down that rabbit hole. Fuck. No turning back. I'll tell you, I'm still, like I mentioned last time, guys, I haven't watched any news. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's a guy that I'm subscribed to, like Salty Cracker or something. I haven't watched him in a while. His stuff keeps coming up. I don't know. I got to stay away from it, man. I get too heated. Got to stay away. Nope. I got enough problems. I don't even deal with the rest of that shit. How much of a water change is it best to do weekly in a 125? 15% sound good weekly. I mean, I think that's a little much. I mean, I try to do 20% a month. Weekly, that seems a little excessive. I mean, if you have excess nutrients and you're trying to get them down, then yeah, weekly might be okay for a while. But I think you're just going to end up stripping the tank of nutrients if you keep doing water changes that big. I would say do a 10% bi-weekly water change, and then that equals to 20% a month. But I think 15 a week, or yeah, sorry, that says, I bet you meant bi-weekly. Sorry, that says di-weekly. I totally missed it. But yeah, so bi-weekly 15%. I mean, you can get away with that if you want, but I mean, yeah, you should be okay if you want. If you really want to do 30% a month, you can. But I usually stick around 20. Yeah, you fixed it here. I saw that, man. My calcium is at 650. I'm gonna do a few water changes. Any other suggestions? Well, why is it at 650? Did you overdose something? I would double check your salt to see where it's currently at. Maybe you got a batch of salt that has high calcium. I'd say right now, man, I mean, if your alkalinity is stable, I mean, who cares about your calcium level? Double check your magnesium because that's going to play a role in that as well. So as long as your magnesium is where it should be, about 1400, and your alkalinity is stable and it's consistent, say at like 9, then I would just leave it alone. I wouldn't be doing water changes. The excess water changes, yeah, you're going to bring the calcium down, but it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, calcium levels at high, I mean, it doesn't matter unless you have, your magnesium's not where it should be, or your alkalinity is really, really low. But yeah, I would just leave it alone if it was mine. Oh God. I actually, Angry Owl, I stumbled upon that video earlier. If you put livestock in a new tank, is it considered a cycle? Well, I mean, no, it's not. I can't go down this rabbit hole. You're gonna get me going, and I'm gonna say something stupid. So, the last one I had to stop drinking, it was spitting out my drink. Oh, laughing. Oh, you're talking about the roast, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all one take, bro. I'm not even going back. That's all one take. Oh, it's a gift, I guess. A gift of being an asshole, I suppose. What do you think about the I don't know how to fucking say that. Irakia duo. I don't know what the fuck. I'm just gonna fucking look it up. I don't know what the hell that is. Speaking Spanish over here. Oh, give me a second. Oh, gotta close out Pornhub. You know, they want you to have a subscription for that for all the extra shit. Fuck that, man. If you're paying for porn, you're a moron. Okay. Duo AD 600 proteins. Can we look this up? What do you think about? What do I think about it, huh? It looks pretty sweet. Damn, that looks pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull up. I have it on bulk resupply. Okay, let me put it over here. That looks pretty cool. Man, that looks really sweet. I like the color. Blue is my favorite color, for anybody who's wondering. Well, I don't know anything about it. All I can tell you is I really like the color. The dual pump, that's pretty cool. Man, I'm gonna have to look at one of these. The price point, what is it rating for? Okay, so it says light bioload 300 gallons, heavy bioload, most common is 150. Okay, so 150 gallons worth of skimming for $649. Oof, seems a little excessive. But I mean, if it's, I don't know, maybe you're paying for the extra technology. I don't know, because that seems a little high for 150 gallons worth of skimming, man. Price point wise, I feel like that might be a little too high. But I never used one, so I honestly can't give you too much of a opinion. It looks cool, but I mean, if you only go by looks, you're gonna be making some bad decisions. Trust me. Appreciate the super chat. I saw them come up on the other screen. I'll get over to them here in a second. But yeah, man, you're gonna have to see if there's some reviews on it somewhere, some long term, some videos and stuff. I don't really have much on that. Again, it looks cool. PO4 or NO3, if you need to pick one, which one would you test more consistently, or they are equally important? They're equally as important. You have to test them both. Yep, because I mean, you could be good in one and then have none of the other, vice versa. And you know, once one goes to zero, you're gonna have problems. Oh, here we go. Clay says, just recently started testing pH. Is 7.4 to 7.6 decent or okay? And do you make a test kit holder for the Red Sea? Okay, so the second part of that question, yes, I make a whole bunch of stuff for Red Sea. It's on the website. As for the first part, I mean 7.6. I mean, my tank sits at 7.6 all the time. It just does. But I have a calcium reactor, so I don't know what your excuse is. I would say if you don't have a calcium reactor and you're sitting that low, double check your alkalinity. Make sure your power heads are shooting towards the surface. You have surface agitation to release the CO2 from the tank. Plumb an air line outside for your skimmer. You know, stuff like that to kind of get some more oxygen into the tank to remove that CO2. But yes, I mean, if you don't have a calcium reactor and you're that low, then there's a reason. So consider trying to correct that reason. I do have some videos on pH. I don't know exactly where they are. One of the 700 and something. Just do FishOfHex like pH or something. I'm sure it'll pop up. But yeah, so it's okay if you have a calcium reactor. If you don't have a calcium reactor, it's a little low. So yeah, check out the website. Are you? Oh, Caleb, everyone here. Caleb's here. What's up, man? Appreciate you being a good sport, by the way. You really are. I did drop into his DM, so I will admit it. I was like, yo, man, just want to make sure we're cool. Make sure we're cool, man. You ain't mad, right? No. He's a good guy, dude. Are you gonna make those printed frag plates for me, purple and black, replace those white ones? Okay, so I tried printing them and they don't sync as well as I want them to. They so they sink. Don't get me wrong, they sink, but if you get a little bit extra flow in the tank, they're not going to stay still, and you're going to have some problems. So I think it's just too much plastic. I'm trying to figure out another way to make them heavier. Even with 100% infill, they're still not heavy enough. And yeah, I'm working on it, man. It's on the list of things. But while you wait, you can definitely take those off the rock, though. I appreciate whoever put an order in. If you're on the live stream, let me check you out. Say hi. 2 orders came in. Let me see who put orders in. Hope you bought a dick chain. Oh, please make sure it's a dick chain. I hope it is. Okay, so Matt, thanks for the order, and Mark, thanks for the order. Appreciate it. Let me see. I clicked on that. You know damn right that thing was going into someone's body. I'm late. I was coming back in the chat. Okay. Whew. Yeah, if I 3D printed that, yeah, I know it would. I'm not trying to have that. Let me get to these super chats real quick. Let me come back up. So we left off at the inserting the plastic dick guy. Okay, cool. We're right there. Thanks for super chat. I don't know what currency this is, but I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Salty Reef, thanks for the support there. And thanks for answering my questions, you rock. Thanks for the super chat. Oop. And Kevin, for birds. He's fine. I ain't got no problems, man. We're good. There we go. When are my royalty checks going to start coming in? I don't know. When you start using my damn test kit holder and proving it. Have some respect, Gabe. Any tips for maximizing beneficial bacteria in a large bare bottom frag tank? I have a lot of live rock and media in the sump already, but keep getting mini cycles. Well, then I don't think you have enough rock then. I mean, what do you mean mini cycle? Are you getting like ammonia spikes or something? Are you like seeing diatoms? I mean, what do you mean? How long's the tank been up for? I know I'm asking a lot of questions you can't necessarily answer, but yeah, I mean, I would say put more rock in there if you can, or you can dose the aquavitro seed, which is beneficial bacteria. And I also use Dr. Tim's. Oh my God, what is it? Shit, it's in one of my videos, man. But it's another beneficial bacteria. And man, I can't remember it. And yeah, so I dose 2 beneficial bacteria a week and don't seem to have any problem with that. So consider that if you can't fit any more rock in there. Let's go and get down. At Angry Owls Aquariums, if you add live rock and have years of experience, you don't need to cycle a tank. Corals are filtration. Oh God. You know, I want to be that guy that just kind of goes after that stupid shit, but then there'll be like 2-hour live streams talking shit about me, making stuff up. That's what's going to happen. And then if, God forbid, if I mention this idiot's name, he'll get more recognition. I can't even say it. And then I'm trying to clear my throat here. And then he'll end up having more people follow him, and then more people will be retarded. So it's best to just avoid. And so much for that 1,000-gallon tank. Right? We all knew you weren't getting that fucking tank, dude. We all knew you weren't going to get it. You know why? Because you couldn't even fucking take care of the 500. So you think you're going to double that shit up, and you think you're going to do more? Get the fuck out of here. Period. Anyways, moving down. See, you guys already got me going. Motherfucker. Fucking idiots. And now I'm going to start a gaming channel because I failed at everything else. But you go to the fucking gym, dude. Anyway. Oh, man. Whew. Okay, gotta calm down. Calm the fuck down. Hey, Travis, other than getting a new rock, how do you correct reverse rocks that leach PO4? Well, it depends. If that rock came from a really dirty tank, maybe it's better to replace it. Because I've gotten some rock off Craigslist before, and unfortunately, it was really used. It was like 18-year-old rock. And what happened is I put it in my tank, and I thought, yeah, I'll just let this stuff, I cycled it, cured it for the best of my ability. And it was showing excess nutrients, but I put it in there anyways, thinking it would just leach out over time. Well, it did leach out, and then it caused too many problems. So I would say if you have the rock in there and you're getting higher levels and it doesn't go away within a few months and you find that you're struggling with it, it might just be easier to get clean rock. That's just, just because I lost a lot of time growing coral trying to fix bad rock problems. And sometimes it's easier just to buy better rock. That's all. Oh, okay. I can't watch the other chat, man. Fuck. Oh, man. Ooh, damn. Okay, I don't watch the news at all anymore. I also get way too heated. Yeah, this what pisses me off, man. Ugh, fuck, I'm over here yawning in your guys' ears. I'm sorry. Okay. Mm. Anyway, do you use all new water when upgrading tanks or half old, half new? Upgrading soon. Forward forum discussions are pretty much split subject. Well, well, if the tank that is coming from is doing fine and you don't have any issues with that tank, then I would use all of the rock. I mean, all the water. There's no reason to not use it. You're just throwing it out. I mean, if you're, I guess, stirring up all the sand and you got a bunch of detritus floating in the water column, or you're moving all the rock around and causing stuff to get stirred up, then yeah, you might not want to use it. But to prevent that, you could always just drain the water into a holding bin and then remove the rock. That way, you get most of the water out before stirring up all the nastiness, and then use it. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything again, unless there's a bunch of crap in it already. But if the tank it's coming that you came from is doing well, you got nutrients are in check, and the corals thrive. I mean, the tank is thriving. There's no reason not to use it. So that's just my opinion on that. Um, only in a nano tank that you can't grow corals in, though. Jeez. Okay. Any suggestions on getting rid of a Luvia? Is it Luvia infestation in my display tank? I thought that was like, I thought that, oh man, I thought it was, I thought it was that dangly thing in the back of your throat. What the frick's the name of that? Let me look this thing up so I know what the hell we're talking about. But it's going to be that dangly thing. Oh, let me see if I even see what this crap is. I've never heard of it. I'm looking it up real quick. It's coming up underneath diatoms for some reason. It looks like a green. I don't know. I'm getting a bunch of different pictures on it. Yeah, it came up underneath dino for some reason. You know, I will say right now is I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I'm not finding any on that. You can head over to another YouTuber who could probably bullshit you for 45 minutes about it. We were talking about him earlier. You can check him out. He'll probably tell you. It won't be the right answer, but he'll pretend it is. Anyways, yeah, I can help you out on that, Vince. I don't know the answer to that. I thought maybe I could Google it real quick and look and see if there was, it reminded me of hearing about it previously. But nope, I don't have an answer for that. do. All right. I can't find the video where you use the Dremel extension to clear out the purple Monty. Do you no longer suggest? Well, okay. So that Dremel extension, when I cleared out that Monty, is one that I made myself. I used a 3D printed part, and I used the wire. I used a wire and connected it to a Dremel tool. I'm pretty sure I took that video down. It might actually be in the what is it called? Frick, man. I'm all flustered. I can't even think. When I was not reaquascaping, when I was removing all the colonies in April or so of last year, and I believe it's in there in one of those videos, but I did not kind of follow through on that extension because my attorney said it was a bad idea. Well, okay, she said that it was okay. Or, sorry, I have two attorneys now, so the first one, he said that they're both really expensive, but anyway, he said that it wasn't a good idea because it's a liability. One of you jokers are gonna like get your dick twisted in it and kill yourself. So I didn't want to keep that information out there because I don't want to be responsible for somebody doing something dumb, even with a disclaimer on it. So yeah. Yeah, I mean you can use one of the extensions from a Dremel if you want to, but I would say you better have a friend that can hold a Dremel and you keep it away from the water and you stay safe. But other than that, I really think you should probably use like bone cutters or something else to get in there and remove that stuff. It's too risky, man. I'm telling you, you got to, like electric shit and salt water don't do well. And, I don't want to see you, jack yourself up over something stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I'd kind of stay away from it if I were you. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So many free ways to watch the porns. Yeah, I've been going to Pornhub forever, man. I remember the other. What was the other one? xnxx.com. I went to that when I was a teenager. I don't remember. I used to. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So you guys baited me into talking shit, so I appreciate that. That was gonna happen anyways. So. Hey, Travis, still waiting on price for these AI prime for those AI primes. Waiting on a price for them. What do you? Oh, oh. Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just go into my paperwork right here. Let me go look at my thing here. You want the arm as well, Salty? You want the mount, like when you bought the other lights from me? Do you want that too? Let me know. I'll keep an eye on it. I have 4 of them, by the way. All right. So I have only acros and montes in the bare bottom. Recently introduced a chalice and torch coral. Do you think they can thrive on low nutrient system? Currently, I have 0.01 PO4 and then 2 ppm of nitrates. So I only have acros and montes in the bare bottom. Recently introduced chalice and torch. Yeah, I mean, you are a little bit lower than that. I think even for SPS, you should probably increase your nutrients a little bit. 0.01 is pretty low. So maybe like I said, 0.07 and 0.15 is pretty common for PO4, and then 3 to 5 ppms on nitrates, and that's good for pretty much any tank. Even a mixed reef will do okay with those levels. So I would say just increase your nutrients. There won't be a problem. Yeah, I'd like the mount as well. Okay, so I can probably do with the mount. I can do like 180 a piece. Let me know, and we can figure that out. Oh, by the way, guys, this weekend I'm starting my other sleeve, the right arm. I decided I am gonna do. So I have like this old U.S. Army tattoo I got when I was drunk one time. So I gotta get that taken care of. I gotta get that covered up, and then we're converting. You'll email me, cool. I got a couple cover ups on my right arm. I got some tribal shit that I got when I was really young. And then I have the Army, and then I have the Star. So we're actually going to be converting all that stuff and doing a complete underwater reef in black and white, the whole sleeve. So I start that Sunday or Saturday. The whole sleeve, the whole entire arm. I'm probably going to keep the OEF 0708. I'm not sure how to incorporate that into the reef thing. I might just leave it the way it is. I don't know. But I finished the sleeve on the other arm, the whole thing, even into the armpit, which was interesting. So yeah, we're gonna do the whole reef. I figured we'll do the whole reef. I was gonna do some more military shit, but I got enough of those memories. I don't need to put it on the other arm. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that. I'll probably show you when it's almost done. Just because I'm going to try to put Reggie in there. You guys remember that dude? Put Zay the sailfin in there, clownfish, just a bunch of stuff. A lot of acros. It'll be interesting. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know. I just told my tattoo guy, I was like, here, man, this is what I want to do. Here's some ideas. You figure the shit out. That's why I pay you. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, check out that. All right, yeah. So email me. We'll get that set up. Thoughts on amino acids? Yeah, I mean, they're cool. Just don't have dino. Don't have really low nutrients and use them. I believe they do well when you have your nutrients where they should be. If it's too low, you end up kind of feeding some dino instead, which is, what's the point of that? And yeah, I think they work. I think they do well. I've seen beneficial results with them. Again, as long as I keep my nutrients where they should be. No issues. Tank's good, and life is also so. How do you remove the humidity in your fish room? I have a dehumidifier, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 vents because I use 3 of them for my 3D printing area, and then I have one over by the tank. I think I have each one of those is like 700 something whatever per hour, some crazy amount of air. It's ridiculous. You can actually see the plastic being sucked into the printers. There's so much air being removed. So between all the vents, including the dehumidifier, the humidity stays about 30%, 35% downstairs, which is really low. The temperature stays pretty consistent as well. And I'm removing so much air from that fish room that there's no chance of humidity ever getting down there. And one of you guys were also asking about, because I put up all the rolls of filament on the wall there, that if I have issues with the filament. Well, the filament, again, the humidity isn't an issue down there, and then the filament doesn't last long enough to even be, even have a chance of going bad. And speaking of that, I've been saving all the filament rolls over the last couple weeks or 3 weeks or so, and I'm going to be building some storage containers, kind of like where you put like bolts and shit. So I'll be selling those at some point as well, just to kind of reuse the filament rolls. So yeah, check out that at some point. Okay. Hey, Hex, can you 3D print those clips that hold ATO lines in place or on the sump or RO line in a brute, secure them? I sure can, Tim. You can do, if you have the STL file, you can, purchase that and send that to me and I can do that. Or you can do a custom item and I can create them myself. It's up to you. But that's pretty much it. That's the fastest way to get anything 3D printed from me, is you just kind of got to get in line. And nothing personal on that, by the way. It's just kind of how it is. Okay. How evil are verminted snails? Can you have thriving reef with them? Well, I have them in this reef tank. It's fine. I've never had an issue with them. I think there's different species of verminted snails. I think some of them can be really bad. Don't quote me on that, but I have them in here and I don't have any issues. Nope, nothing at all. So it could just be me. I have a lot of flow. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah, I don't have an issue with them. But yeah, they can be a pain. I've heard some people say that they've covered up corals and smothered corals and stuff. I've never had that, but I guess it's a possibility. Where do you order your fuel from? I don't actually. I actually go to the local fish store up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I buy it there. I buy it in bulk whenever I can. So I go up there, I buy like 10 bottles at one time. Oh, where would I place the Brightwell BioCubes? Where in my sump? Where would I place them? So you would want to, David, you want to put them after the mechanical filtration. So when it comes to any kind of biomedia, if you're using Marine Pure or the Brightwell bricks, you always want to put that stuff after some kind of mechanical filtration. So, and I would not use them unless you have mechanical filtration. The reason why I say that is because they essentially turn into a sponge. If you don't have a filter sock or a filter pad or something before them, they're going to start collecting all the fish poop and all that kind of stuff, and then they're just going to kind of soak it all up, and then eventually start leaching that stuff back out, and you're going to have some problems. So yeah, anywhere in the sump, as long as it's after filtration. Best advice for bare bottom frag tanks. I don't know. I don't really have advice. I mean, it's just like a regular tank. Put a lot of flow in it if you can. And that's it. I don't have it. There's no advice. There's nothing to say. It's just a regular tank, man. Yeah. I mean, put your make sure you have your biological filtration media in the sump, of course. And you can put it in the display tank too if you want in the frag tank. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as it's not in the way. I'm on the tanks full. I'm on the tanks full. Wait for it to grow out stage. Hate this bit of the hobby. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I got the sniffles over here. Yeah. I'll get past all that. Yes, Murphy is right. Sometimes bumblebee snails will eat the verminted snails. I've never had luck with them, but I've heard people that have done pretty well with it, and they're not cheap either. Even at wholesale prices, bumblebee snails are pretty ridiculous. And then for them not to work, that sucks. Shit. Travis, if you would ever happen to fail at growing coral, would you create a game channel instead? Yeah. Fuck, man. Who has time to play fucking video games? I wish, man. I put WoW back on like a month after the new expansion, leveled my main character, and then played like a week, and was like, yeah, I got too much shit to do. I can't be sitting here playing a fucking video game. I mean, I'm not saying people who play video games aren't successful. I mean, there's a lot of people who are successful playing video games and people who can still do well. But in my type of work and how much I got going on, the sheer thought of sitting around and not working and doing something like that hurts my head. I just feel like I'm wasting time. Because at the end of the day, this is kind of how I look at life: is everything that I did today, regardless of how busy it was, had a purpose, right? So I got up, started the printers again. The purpose of that was to, get started on orders to keep up. Went to jujitsu class, and the purpose of that is to, self-confidence, learn a skill, self-defense, protect yourself, all that kind of stuff, right? So, so you don't have to carry a gun all the time. And then did that. Of course, the purpose of that, and then went to gym, self-improvement, yada yada yada, and then came back and worked and did stuff. Everything had a purpose. So at this point in my life, I do nothing. I do everything that has a purpose. I don't do anything that doesn't, because what's the point? What's the point of doing things? I mean, what's the point of going, getting drunk, and sitting around jacking off all day? Yeah, how's that going to benefit you in the long run? Sitting around playing a video game all day, unless you're getting paid for it or you're going to make money on it, then in one way or another, there's no purpose in it. There's nothing. I mean, you can do other things. Go read a fucking book, do some self-improvement, do something to benefit yourself. But we all have our own thing, I guess. Did you ever get an ICP test? No, I didn't buy one yet. Fuck yourself, Gabe. Yeah. How often should I feed nori? I have 2 tangs in my 125-gallon tank once a day, and not much, because you'll end up, that stuff is full of PO4 and you will have some issues if you feed too much of it. So be careful. I just made a Twitch. If you guys don't go immediately follow me, you ain't my real supporters. Fuck. The only reason why I go on Twitch is to look at those gamer chicks, man. That's the only reason to go on Twitch. I don't know what the fuck you're playing. Just, I don't care either. Tea's getting cold, damn. All right. News summary. Everyone's pointing fingers and flapping their gums, and it's actually just talking about themselves. Their valuable brain cells reserved. That sums it up. You're not wrong about that. I need 100 followers ASAP. Yeah. What sucks is only a few of us get the joke, man. Unfortunately, not everybody gets to enjoy it, but yeah, I like it. Currently using Apex Auto water changing 10 gallons per week on my 120-gallon tank. And my nitrates at 3, phosphates at 0.03. Should I go down 5 gallons or just feed more? Well, what does that give you? That's 10, 20, so that's 40 gallons. Yeah. You can go down a little bit. I mean, 3 phosphate. Well, and nitrates 3. Yeah, so you're already the nitrates, phosphates a little bit lower. Yeah, I mean, you can go down a little bit. You can go down a little bit. Whatever works for you. Whatever's easier, recalibrating the pump or feeding a little bit more food. You're still at a pretty good spot though. Did you notice the reference in the tub size? I heard very mixed reports regarding their behavior. Okay. You guys can ask around. I'm not saying any names. I'm not trying to make anybody. I'm not trying to send anybody else his way so they can get brainwashed by the stupidity. You get time for that shit. Because then the thing is, when they go fuck up their tank, they come back here and be like, man, what do I do? Because I'm doing it wrong now. Yeah, you should have not been listening to idiots the whole time. Listen, all you got to do, if you want to take advice from somebody, look at what they're doing. Look at what they've created. Okay? That's it. See the proof. Okay? If you don't have proof, you can't see a track record of success, don't follow that person. That's it. Unless you like just listening to the dumb shit they say and see what comes out of their mouth next. insert foot, get sued. That's usually what happens. Oh, okay. What up, Travis? How long do you run your Chato light for? 16 on, 8 off. I don't know if the math is right on that, but that's what I do. Oh shit, he already answered it. Sweet. Some of y'all already know it. Hex, can you show us progress on your newer acros? Yeah, I can. When I do my next update, I'll show you guys. They're doing pretty well, actually. I just trimmed away a whole bunch of red fire digi away from the what the fuck was it? Oh god, I can't remember the name. It's blue. It's blue. Anyways, I had to trim a whole bunch of that away. It was starting to get smothered out, so I should recover though. Do you run a filter when the video is playing, or is that how your tank looks by eye? So this is a filter. If I was just to run the camera with without a filter, it'd be too blue. But this is what it looks like to me. Essentially, it's probably a little bit brighter with blue in real life. But my tank doesn't look like this anymore. This is a very very old video. This video is like a year old. It grew out a lot more before this, and then I took out about 75% of this coral. Because well, not only did I, but Big Bertha, which is she in this video somewhere? She's a big girl now. She's got 2 maybe 3 inch streamers. I keep saying she, but I'm pretty sure it's a dude. But man, she's been, if you follow me on Instagram, you can see that she's been wrecking coral all week. Huge chunks of coral. Just I give up. I give up, man. The tank is just, it is what it is now. But it's basically just I prune it every single week. Speaking of that, I should probably mention this, guys. I'm definitely out of coral when it comes to specific things because I haven't been cutting because the new tub came in, like I said, and I'm trying not to take up too much room because I got to transfer all the coral from that one tank into one of the other 2 while I set up this new one, and I didn't want to cut any more coral run out of space. So that's why the website has no new WYSIWYG on it. It doesn't have a lot of stuff. A lot of acros are out of stock, and that's just because once this new tub is up, we can, I can start back cutting up coral. But yeah, so that reminded me of it. We're 52 minutes in already. Damn, son, that went by quick. Hey Travis, joining the late one. How's the new hot tub that arrived? Yeah, I don't know what happened. You guys went crazy in the comment section. Andrew's like, yo, everyone's talking in that comment, in the comment section of that tub, like it being a coffin and how many bodies are in it. I don't know. I mean, it's super light and it looks pretty cool. I had a buddy he had like what 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he had like 6 of them, and they did pretty well. I'll get you guys the name and stuff. I think they're like $160 a piece, and then the shipping's about the same. So the shipping's a real killer on that one, but it's to be expected. But they shipped it out the very day that I ordered, and it only took a few days to get here. So I'll get you guys all that information while I'm setting that up in the video. But yeah, they're nice. I haven't seen any issues with it. Let's go. What we got here. Have you tried out the overflow you posted last night? A really cool idea. Just wondering if you think it will keep up with the 1,200 gallons original ones. Well, yeah, it works out pretty good. I have to make some redesigns on it, and not gonna call it the H2. We're gonna have to come up with a different name for it, make it more of original, because I'm actually gonna be carrying that idea over to like 1 inch. So people who drill for 1 inch bulkheads, you'll be able to use it on that. So I'm going to come up with a different name, different version of it or something. I just know that I don't want to use the H2 in that name, just because it is, I believe pretty sure it's under patent. So don't want to get caught up in anything like that. So, but so far it works fine. It works good. So it's just, it's just a regular a filter. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. You saw the pictures of it. It basically it collapse. It holds the teeth in place, so I don't snap them off all the time, which I've been doing. And yeah, so we'll see. I got a few more modifications to make, and of course, I got to make a couple more sizes. So it's on the works. It will be something that will be done within the next few days, hopefully. Using a small axe to drag a giant plate of Monty doable. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know. Make the OEF 08 as a tag on the sunken ship reef system. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about sunken reef in there. I don't know how I'm going to fit that into the theme. I don't know. I kind of let my guy kind of just do his own thing. As long as the cover ups go well. Of course, we'll probably have to turn the U.S. Army into like a branching rock or something, and then the star on the elbow would be turned into a starfish. Of course, makes sense. And then we just kind of see what he wants to do. Like I said, as long as I have Zay in there, Reggie, Nemo, I call him Nemo, but clownfish, and then just general acros and stuff, then I'm pretty set on whatever way he wants to go. But yeah, 2 sleeves. Never thought I'd have 2 sleeves, but and I got the military, and then I have the reef. So it's two things that I love. So not mad about that. That's for sure. And what's good is the memories. Zay was the fish that I brought back to life, and then I had Reggie for the longest time. So those are 2 very good memories. And then I have memories. Everything that I have for happened during the deployment, stuff like that. That's all on the other arm. They're not necessarily good memories, but they are there. So it's just nice to, I just didn't want some random stuff on my, because it is forever. So it has to have a meaning, right? To a certain extent. So, yeah. Finally made your fat finger live chat. Hope my boy Caleb is here. He was. And my fingers aren't fat. Well, I don't know. Depends on the chick, I guess. Moving on. What is the current shipping time on your nitrate supplements? Right now, my corals are suffering from low nitrates and phosphates. How soon you ship? Okay. So when it comes to nitrates and phosphates, that stuff will ship the next business day. Okay. 3D printing, depending on what it is, will take some time to ship. If you're just getting like pump guards and like RODI stuff and just simple things that I already print a lot of, then those will ship right away. But yeah, if you're doing custom colors and all sorts of stuff, then yeah, it's going to take a little bit. So I guess the safe thing to say is if anything's on the website that's only offered in black, then consider that one of those things that ship right away, because I usually keep a stock of those. So just keep that in mind. If I order your dino identification, would you look at my pecker and let me know what you think? Well, if you need me to use the microscope to look at your pecker, that sucks. That really sucks. That reminds me. Has anybody? No. You know what I haven't done, and I'm just going to say this. And every time I look at my microscope, and I thought about this, back when I was in high school, I always wanted to see what semen looked like underneath the microscope. I don't know why. I've never done it, but I won't lie, it pops in my head quite often when I'm working on those. So yeah. I don't know. Guess we'll address that a little later then. No. You fuckers. Every damn time. You guys are triggering me to say bad things. I get demonetized. It's your fault. Late to the party. I was chasing ugly Kansas bitches. Sorry. Are you the one I was giving you crap in the comment section? That's funny. Ain't nothing wrong with big girls, man. I'll tell you right now, this is not reef related. That the big girls put in the work, man. I mean, I've been with some beautiful women, and they have been some of the worst ever. Like, they just feel entitled to just lay there. Get the fuck out of here, man. But then you get yourself a big girl. She'll suck a chrome right off. Just not going any farther. Anyways, moving on. So you out in Kansas, man. If you want to have a good time, go to Kansas. Anyway, we want to see more of Axel on live stream, please. Could say just please. Yeah, Axel, he's downstairs. He ain't coming up here right now. Okay. What wave makers did you use on the 40 shallow reef? I ordered two PP8s. I think is enough. Yeah, 2 PP8s will be fine. I used the Nero 5s for that. So, yeah, if you want to win the Apex, you just have to order something from my website. US only, and then your order number automatically be put into there. I had one guy, he put in 10 orders of just dumb shit. So he paid for shipping on all 10 orders, right? And I shipped it all in one order. I was like, I guess thanks for all the free money, dude. I mean, what the hell? But I guess I get what he's doing. I'm not mad about it, but it's funny. So just playing the odds, right? Watch that motherfucker win too. Anyways, so basically you can print money if you are successful and motivated and can grow corals. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the 3D printing has been very successful for me. And we're at a year right now. It's outdoing my coral sales for sure. And that I mean, it was pretty even for a while there. Maybe because I'm really low on coral stock, but I looked at my analytics over the last, not analytics, I guess you can call them that, from Shopify over the last couple months, and yeah, 3D printing's killing my my corals. And again, I think it's just because I don't have a lot in stock, but yeah, not mad. I live in Texas. We had a storm last week, had no power for days. Thank God the Vortex pump battery backup. Temp went down to 59. If this happens again, what would you recommend? Get a generator, a good generator. That's a nice car too. What is that? A Lamborghini. Pretty nice. But yeah, just get a generator with a inverter for sure, and definitely like at least 3 days of fuel. That's what I have here. I have 3 days of fuel. Even a little extra wouldn't hurt. Dragon Ball Z, Gabe should send Travis one of his ICP tests. Oh, God. Oh, that's funny. What is the big fluffy coral below and to the left of the Easter egg chalice? I don't know. I'll have to wait. I don't know. Oh, I have no idea. I can't see it on the screen here. Most moron YouTubers have never grown a tank out, yet try to give advice while playing Call of Duty. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people come into YouTube thinking it's, you're going to get famous and get recognized at shows, and people are going to care about you. You're going to get all this free stuff, and everything's going to be awesome, and you're going to be special. But it's very, very far from that. The only reason why I got where I'm at now is because I just don't stop working. That's it. I mean, there's 4 videos in almost 5 years on YouTube, 4.5 years. I don't know, something like 4 or 5 years. That's a lot of content, right? Every one of those videos required something, right? And I think a lot of people just come in for the wrong reason. When I first started, it was only to share, right? Share everything and tell people not to do what I did wrong, because I really jacked up some tanks early on. I really did, especially saltwater wise. Freshwater's always been pretty. I've been pretty decent with that, but freshwater. But I just wanted to make sure people didn't waste the money and do the things that I did. That was the whole point. But if you come into this just for the sole purpose of trying to be something, then I think you're gonna be sadly disappointed, and then you're gonna bounce around and you're gonna backtrack and you're just gonna look like an idiot, and everyone's gonna see it. So unfortunately, once you get that label, it's over. So thanks for the super chat, buddy. Super sticker. Appreciate it. Really do. Everyone should follow Gabe. He has master jacket and BS. There we go here. When will you have more Chato for sale? Seems like everyone is sold out online. Well, I'd say probably a week or so. It goes pretty quick. You're gonna have to sign up for the notification on the website. So you just go to the Chato and sign up, email notification, and it'll go out once it goes back in stock. But understand that I usually only put like 10 in at a time, and they're gone within a couple hours. That's just kind of, I mean, I don't know. I would sell more, but I don't want to cause issues with the system. So At Travis, as for watching success, what about these reefers who bought a large successful tank and made live streams about it, but can't grow corals now? They should have. Yeah. I mean, I heard that rumor too. Bought it like that. I mean, like shit. You got that, do it. But yeah. Hey, I mean, like I said, wrong reasons for being on YouTube for sure. Mm-mm. Well, it was cool and successful until I couldn't show it as successful anymore, so I sold. But follow me on Twitch to see the new build. You guys are fucking trolls and like crazy. Man. Uh, yeah, that's my one complaint on the teeth breaking. I guess it's designed like that so you can actually make the holes wider. I didn't know that. But I just can't use that name or anything close to that name, even for my own designs. Again, patent stuff. I'm not trying to get caught up in anything, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But I will be making many different versions of that of that type of overflow. And again, my goal is to use it for if you have like a 1-inch bulkhead, you can just put a 90-degree like a Home Depot elbow up, and you'll be able to fit a PVC pipe as long as you want, and throw one of these drains on top of it, and then you can have the overflow. You can adjust the height with it and everything. So, and you'll have a top that goes on to prevent your fish from going down. So, and it will just snap into place. I'm really happy with that drain. Again, that's just one version that I made specifically for my tank, but there will be a bunch of different ones, and I can make custom whatever, if you want something longer or whatever. It's definitely its own little niche. I just gotta kind of figure out what I want to do. Let me see here. Oh, I was in Afghanistan in 2007, 2008. I was a Mark 19 gunner on a Humvee, so that was fun. And then when we did patrols, I did a 240 Bravo, so which was also fun and heavy as shit. But yeah, it was interesting. Do you have any advice for getting out a fish that you don't want in your tank anymore? Whew. You got to use a trap or try to bait them and use a net. Your best bet is to get a fish trap. I would like to make my own at some point someday. I'm working on it. It's on the list along with like 50 other things. But yeah. Oh man, we're already an hour in. Damn, son. Whew. If you get, I don't know, I could probably go another 15 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. I got shits to do. I still got like 3 or 4 hours worth of work to get done tonight. And then I got, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Oh, swing it down. Oh God. I tried looking at my semen under the microscope. I didn't zoom in enough to see anything good. Fucking. Oh God. Don't say it. You said it. Oh, get rid of that emoji. You know what's funny? I can send you a sample. Oh God. I can handle my own, dude. Thanks. Do it. You look at them swim. Maybe I'll put an Instagram video. Anybody want to identify this dino? Dude, that's not dino, that's semen. I don't even know how small they are. I'll have to see. I don't know if this microscope can even get down there. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, I guess. Anyway. I'll put that on my to-do list today. If you plug into GFCI, it is safe. Already talked about the Apex giveaway. Getting down here. Oh God, just a joke. Big girls are like mopeds. A lot of fun to ride till your friends find out. Just a joke. Oh, I don't even care if they find out. Don't even care, man. Don't be hating. You probably won't be able to get my car though. It's pretty tight in there. Yeah. Is 10.4 TKH too high? Mixed reef, SPS dominant, low nutrients, and semi highlighting. Okay, well, high alkalinity, low nutrients, and highlighting. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So I'd say maybe get your will be my first Twitch follower, Travis. Jesus. 10.4 is a little high. Again, I mean, you can kind of, 12 is technically the high point. Maybe get it down to like 8.5. That'd be good, but go slow, of course, on that. Increase your nutrients, get them where they should be. Again, 0.07, 0.14, or sorry, 1.5 phosphates and 3 to 5 ppm on your nitrates there, and you'll be good. Yeah, you don't want high alkalinity, low nutrients, and high light. That's a bad mix for SPS. So you might want to work on that, and don't go too fast, okay? Because you end up killing shit. You don't want to do that. There's a lot of stuff here. I want to try to skip through some of it. Anything productive? Does the website sell the Wi-Fi dongle for the A360X? It will in about 20 minutes. Yeah, I can get that, or I can get that on there for you. I was waiting to announce that I'm selling for Kessel, and when I started putting the Kessel lighting over the new tub, just to kind of have it all together, announce that I do sell for them. But I will update that. Just give me a little bit. I got to get it on. I'll get it on the website. But yeah, so I do drop ship for Kessel directly from the warehouse. You guys get this. You get the same warranties. You get everything. Basically, buying Kessel through me, you're supporting the channel, but you're also getting some pretty sweet lighting too. So yeah, we'll talk more about that in another video. Okay, I'm just getting through some of this stuff. I love FPV freestyle. I love it so much. Once the weather gets warm again, I can't wait to get my drones back out. I've been droning for drones. I don't know. I just want to get back out there and have some fun. So yeah, I actually just swapped out the props the other day just because I thought it was going to be warm enough, but then I stepped outside and I realized that all the snow melted and now it's just puddles everywhere. So I don't want to take a chance of landing in one of those. But if the YouTuber says they're not about the money, it must be true, right? Yeah. Yeah. I won't lie. The money from YouTube, the way that I look at it now is, creating content I get 94% of my referrals to the website from YouTube. So it works well for me. Creating content drives traffic to the website. Now I have a pretty good conversion rate. I don't know. I think it's like almost 2% of everybody who goes to the website purchases, which is relatively high, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, it just works out well. If you do well on YouTube, you can definitely turn it into a business if you can create something that's what people want, I guess, essentially. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but that's how I know I'm getting tired, man. I'm starting to ramble on. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Somebody asked this last week. How was your hobby turn business affect your passion for reef aquariums? I still love reef aquariums. I can't wait to have the 300 upstairs at the new place where I can enjoy it as a display in like an actual living area. I think I'm going to start getting my joy and love back for it a little bit more. But right now, it's strictly business, only because I got a year left to make as much money as I can. And for I have the VA, so I don't have to actually put any money down for the house, but I still have I still have to buy a lot of stuff for the new setup. So and I got a sports car I got to pay for here and 4 mouths to feed, so I like to make the money. It's good though. I can't complain. Do you have to worry about ammonia, and what do you test weekly for? Okay, so after your cycling process is done, ammonia shouldn't be a problem, period. Unless you're adding a whole bunch of fish at one time, it should never be a problem. So I test weekly alkalinity. Well, okay, not what I test weekly. What you should be testing weekly as a beginner is your calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, and nitrates and phosphates. Salinity, of course, and that's it. You should be testing all those at least weekly if you are new to the hobby. And I don't do that though. I let my trident do a lot of the testing, and that's it. No, that's usually the YouTuber who is now broke, begging for Patreons and members so they can make up the money they lost not growing corals. Just saying. Oh God. Did you ever melt the barrel on a 240 Bravo or grab the hot one? No, well, I've never grabbed a hot one. I do remember during a firefight, I heated the 240 Bravo because I was switching back between the Mark 19 and the 240. My TC got out of the truck and said, "Hey, throw the 240 down for me so I can," because there was a round that was jammed in it and I couldn't get it out during the fight. So he went ahead and grabbed it by the barrel, by the top and by the barrel at the same time. Lucky he had gloves on, and it melted the gloves to his hand during the firefight, so that was fun. But I've never melted the barrel off. I've never done that. And the M249, which was another weapon that I carried, it's basically like a mini 240 Bravo. It shoots the 5.56, and it's a belt-fed machine gun. I've gotten pretty close to burning the barrel on that. One of the reasons why I kind of don't really like it too much. It just I don't know. For me, it seems like it heats up a little bit faster than the 240, but it could just be, a rate of fire or whatever. But plus, it's not as big a round. But yeah, so that's about the extent of that. I tend not to burn that stuff up because these are weapons we got to use, and if you burn the barrel up, it's useless. So if you burn it on your way out, if you're on your way out to a specific spot for a mission and you get in a firefight and you burn the barrel up on the way out, what happens if you get in a firefight on the way home and you don't have that anymore? So you got to be careful. You got to pay attention to your rounds, and you got to more shot placement than anything. You don't want to be just shooting in the midair or shooting just random freaking mountains because if you don't see the target, don't shoot. You're wasting the ammo anyways. If shit runs out, you're gonna have problems. Anyways, moving on. I don't know why I went off on that. Let's see what we got here. I think we're pretty much good. I'm gonna do like 3 minutes and get to do the 20 after, and then I'm gonna call it because I'm getting tired of shit. Hex, do you use socks or filter roller? Do you change water on the schedule still, or have that change? I've got it, Tim. Give me a second. I use socks. The roller, I will try I am going to try the roller on the new build, but I will have socks just in case the roller doesn't work for me. Her good things, her bad things. If it ends up being too much of a cost that I don't really want to waste money on, then I'll go back to filter socks because I have no problem making and or buying, hundreds of filter socks and then just washing them, because washing them in a busted ass washer is not a big deal to me. So. Have you tried Red Sea AV Plus? If not, would you recommend? I have used it. Yeah, I used it on the 125. It worked out fine. You just dose based off the amount of calcium that you use on a daily basis. Yeah, it's pretty good. I put it on dosing pumps. No issues. To-do list: 1, make 3D printed items. 2, ship items. 3, work on tank. 4, ejaculate in microscope slide and see super swimmers. Yeah, Joe, that's all on my list tonight. I'll let you know, man. Send me your email. I'll send you a screenshot of that shit. You better not be a chick, though, because there are chicks named Joe. At least around here there are. FishOfHex Aquatics, what is your favorite coral outside the SPS range? The Lobo I got from my buddy Brian, who passed away. In the middle, you can actually see it on the tank here. In the middle there, it's a lot bigger than it is in this video, but I really like that Lobo. I'm a big torch fan. Plate corals, rest in peace, Mr. Plate Coral. That was my own fault on that one. Basically, detritus got into the mouth and I didn't get it out in time. Choked to death. But yeah, I do like LPS and stuff. The movement's really nice. I think I am going to have an LPS softy tank in my office at the new place. It won't be connected. It'll be the tribute tank to Brian. We'll put that big Lobo in there, and I'll be able to have that again. I just the reason why I really focus around SPS is because it grows really quickly. I like the shapes, how it grows, and it sells quickly too, so it works out well. Yeah, I mean, if I was growing heads of hammer, I wouldn't be making much money. That's for sure. If I was growing and selling them as is. Thoughts on carbon dosing? I mean, you can. I feel like it's more of a band-aid solution. Carbon dosing is simply to remove excess nutrients, nitrates, from the tank. I think if you found the source of those excess nutrients, you wouldn't have to carbon dose. That's just my 2 cents on that. I'm going to answer no more questions, actually, because we are done. I'm already past my time. All right, guys. So that's it for this live stream. Again, if you want to support the channel, there's 3 days left to be entered to win the Apex. All you have to do is purchase something from the website, and you can use the promo code live43 up until midnight tonight, and you'll be able to get 30% off your order. Okay. And again, guys, there is a turnaround time. First come, first serve on orders. That's just the way it is. Okay. And that's it. Hopefully, you guys have a good weekend. And I will have some content out for you guys this coming week. And of course, the live stream. All right. See you later. Peace.